Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the 5th installment of the Daily Blitz. And I think this might be a linebacker blitz, or maybe it's safety blitz. I don't know. We're not to safety blitz yet. We're a long way from that point. Anyways, today's blitz is going to be continuing our look into the new franchise interface. And today's Blitz is just an examination of the new franchise hub. Now, for those who saw this in Madden 22, this will be familiar to you. But for those who have not picked up Madden in a couple of years, it is different. And what we're going to do in this video is to just give you an overview of the tabs, and we'll look at each of the main options that are there. In subsequent videos, we'll break down each section, such as staff management, the ability to scout players, or the ability to scout up-and-coming players, owner management, stadium management, and more. But for now, let's look at this hub. When you first go into franchise, you are placed in the Home tab. It used to be known as the Things to Do category, but it's now the Home tab. And in the Home tab, we have
Advanced Weekly Strategy is selected.
Weekly Strategy is the first option that you will come to.
Manage Staff is selected.
Manage Staff. You can hire and you can fire your current staff, hire new ones, and even, well, that is actually not accessible to us. Navigating the talent trees is not accessible. We'll talk about that in a future video.
Manage Roster is selected.
Manage Roster. This is now the area where you have all of the things like managing your roster, free agencies, trades, contracts and salary cap, or salaries. All of those things are in the new roster management area here.
Manage Team.
Manage Team. Do not let this name confuse you. It is not what you think it is. I know, when I first heard Manage Team, I thought to myself, well, that's all the roster stuff is. No, this is where all the owner stuff is. The stadium, finances, all those things.
Play Preseason Game is selected.
Play Preseason Game, that will change to play regular season game, or if you make it to the playoffs, basically that's your play game button.
Advanced Week is selected.
Advanced Week, that is self-explanatory. We'll take you to the next week. There are also other options in there, which we will look at, but suffice it to say, you can simulate the entire season. You can simulate to the next draft. You can simulate years ahead if you want to. But now let's go to the next tab with the R1 button.
News.
This is the League tab. And the first thing that will come up is the news. In 22, this is not new, but if you are picking the game back up again, this will not be familiar to you. You are currently sitting on an area where your team's screenshots and highlight reels are stored. Now, currently, this team doesn't have anything because we haven't played anything. So if I go to the right with my directional pad,
Top Stories.
This is the top stories. Now, menu narration does something that is both exciting and annoying all at the same time. Previously in the news, menu narration would say nothing. In 22 and 23, we now get this.
AFC Wild West. Bengals oh so close. Miami Speed Machine.
But what? That's the title of the headline. But we don't get anything else. So let's look at this Miami Speed Machine.
Miami Speed Machine. The Dolphins made a splash offseason move DT trading for former Chiefs speedster Tyreek Hill and rewarding him with one of the richest WR contracts in NFL history.
Wow.
Full screen.
The Miami Dolphins got Tyreek Hill from the Chiefs? What? If you OCR, and you're using NVDA, and you have a means either through Capture Card or through the PS Remote Play app or the Xbox app, you can read the news articles, but menu narration will only read the headline. So, what else do we have in here? We have reactions,
Reaction. League entering new screen.
and then you go to the league section, which is
News reactions.
yeah, that's
League entering
yeah, the league is a
new
new
screen.
tab. So actually, the news is a separate tab from league, and now league we have things like
Options franchise setting.
Whoops.
League and stats ampersand awards.
stats and awards,
Options league X Factor database.
X Factor
League
database,
transactions.
league transactions. This is where you can view the transaction log,
League history.
league history,
Schedule.
schedule,
Stats ampersand awards.
and we're back to stats and awards. This is a vertical menu. Vertical menus are wonderful. We like vertical menus. R1,
Options franchise settings.
this is the options tab, and we have franchise settings,
User settings.
user settings,
Members.
members,
User teams.
user teams,
Retire.
and retire. So the menus have been rearranged, and I actually think it makes for a cleaner interface. The next item we're going to look at in our next Daily Blitz is in the franchise settings menu, because there are options that we need to go over that you will probably want to change. Just want to remind all of you to like and subscribe. Make sure your notifications are set to all so you do not miss any of our daily blitzes, because as many daily blitzes that will be coming at you, if you miss one, you will be sacked.
Meeting controls row 1 column 2. Meeting controls window.